Oof. That's very sketch, but what can you do? At the end of the day, it's okay, right? I think it's focus. It is focus, somewhat, right? We're gonna shoot a mini podcast here at the airport. We both have, like, he has roughly like an hour, and I roughly have more than that, like 2 for Peron. So we were supposed to do last night, but shit happens. Shit happens. I don't know where he went. You coming back? See right there where he went. We back. We back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this quick and on-the-cuff podcast with the one and only Peron Trapman. The hat, I mean, they could see you without the hat. They could see you with the hat. Yeah. Or you could just bring it up a little bit. It's just, okay, yeah, you could. Cool. That's good. What's new?
What's new?
Yeah, you come out to Japan, right? We partied in Osaka for 2-3 days. Mm-hmm. Now you're on your way to Bali.
Yep.
Right? Visiting Asia, just bouncing around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What you say?
How do you feel about it?
Just seeing the sights.
It's like it's calm, right? It's nothing crazy. It's just like
in my own little diplomatic way. I was just seeing the sights, making connections. These connections may or may not be with some Russians or not, but valuable connections are valuable connections. You never know where you're gonna be. And you might need someone who speaks Russian or understands it.
Yeah.
Diplomacy is key wherever you go. So
there we go. That's what we're doing. It. Diplomacy all 2025.
Exactly.
So I missed my flight. I was supposed to be here. My flight was at 8:35. I was supposed to be here around like 6, pretty much.
Yeah, because when I see you in the lobby, it was
right here.
5.
Yeah, something right here. Yeah.
It was 5 a.m.
Yeah, you got it. It was 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I was like, either he left immediately or he ain't making that flight.
Yeah, and then he come up to the room and I was cooked. I was so knocked out. So I didn't have shit. The phone was dead. It was on the charger.
When you door.
Yeah. I ain't got no excuses, man. This was. So I pull up and immediately he just shakes his head like a disappointed dad.
Because you gotta understand, all weekend has been an adventure with you from taking the trains.
We got lost.
Exactly. It's like, bro, I take the train today. I ain't get lost. I made it. I didn't even miss a single connection. Which is crazy.
So what you gotta teach yourself is calm. But you just point on anybody else.
No, when I gotta teach myself, nah, you live here. You should not be new to this.
Okinawa, different. We don't got trains. But he keeps saying that.
It don't matter. You live in Japan.
True.
Sorry, you got trains.
True, man. So what do you...
At least you can understand some of the writing on the wall. I don't understand any of the writing on the wall.
Fair point.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair point. So what do you hope to get out of, like, just your trip and you bouncing around? You know what I mean?
Perspective.
Ooh, that's nice.
Because during my diplomatic relations, a lot of people that I talk to, engage with, we ever so rarely agree on everything. We don't, we just always have opposing viewpoints to me in a lot of different ways. And I just want, we just talk about it.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing hostile, no real argument. I'm just being inquisitive. I'm just asking, just to ask sake. I just want to understand how people think. Like my own little social experiment.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really good point. So I've realized as of lately, whenever I've been recording, at least when we went out, fucked up where it kissed me, I record and I've been recording in slow-mo, right? And then when you record in slow-mo, there's no volume, there's no audio.
That makes sense.
Right? So I hope I'm not fucking recording in slow-mo right now, so I'm gonna check. Just to make sure, because then we're good to go. Alright. And we're back. And basically just had to check, make sure we're not in slow motion video, because then we'd have no audio. Right? But like I said, this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to miss my flight.
He had it all planned out, man.
Hear me out. Supposed to miss my flight. Excuse me, right? Because it just so coincidentally happened that I had to pay like $140 for a taxi. And it was only a 40-minute drive, which, by the way, they be taxing. That's kind of crazy. Like, why am I paying $140?
That's a lot.
That's a lot, ain't it? For a 40-minute drive.
A 40-minute drive? Yeah, that's a lot. That's
Like-
something like what I would pay in Miami. Like to go
Yeah.
from West Palm to Miami. That's all.
Jesus. And it's like, that's gas don't even cost that much.
I don't even know what it costs here. Like I said, I don't understand the ratings on the wall like you do. But even though I don't, I manage not to get lost.
Fair play, right? So I had to do that. I had to rebook a flight, but we was able to manage to meet up and then finally say like our goodbyes and then have this as a talking point. So I think I chalked this up to like it was worth it. Right? Because
I agree.
Because I was already bothered by the fact of like thinking like, damn, I was about to leave without actually saying like a proper goodbye.
Nah, yeah. Nah, I feel that. I wouldn't understand it either way. Like I said, your flight is your flight. That's why I thought you had left immediately after. I thought you'd be like, oh shit, look at the time. Gotta go. You know?
Yeah. Nah, I didn't do that at all. I just went straight to bed. Like I face planted in bed. It was Moscow News at the bar. She was making them strong.
Man, that's my regret. I regret not coming back now because I should have messaged you as soon as I wake up at 11. I should have messaged you. You know? But I did not because I was like, wait. I thought you were going to message me. I was like, man, probably not. Oh. But if I just went downstairs, I probably would have seen you at the bar.
Yeah. But I did hit you up at like 11.
You hit me at 1. And I was
at
like,
1? Yeah.
At 1, I was
that
like,
probably
fuck.
makes sense.
Yeah, it was at 1. I was like, shit. I didn't see that. Because after I wake up around 11, I was like, I wasn't really doing shit until like 12:30. I probably fall back asleep and you hit me at 1.
Ah, damn.
So I was like, man, I should have went down with the bar.
Yeah, it's cool. It is what it is. We here now, and I'm happy that regardless of the current circumstances, we're able to, give proper goodbyes for sure.
For sure.
This is how it's supposed to.
For sure.
Nonetheless, it is what it is. Tomorrow's gonna come, and it's gonna be a new day. Right?
I know this man never thought he'd have been in Japan with me partying in Osaka. He probably thought he'd have been in Japan partying with Perez, not me.
Probably, yeah.
He expected.
Yeah.
So, second round draft pick, but I still think of myself as a top performer. It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
For context, you gotta give them context though.
Give them context.
Yeah.
Perez is
Perez is big bro.
He's the big bro, so he's everyone's first round draft pick. You know?
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
It is what it is. But that was just because like how we grew up.
Yeah.
But we're the same age.
I was a sleeper though. They said I was a sleeper.
Yeah. Yeah, a sleeper.
So
it takes time.
Exactly.
It's calm. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like Tom Brady. It's like I wasn't a first round draft pick, but when I hit the field, I performed.
Tom Brady wasn't a first round draft pick?
Absolutely not.
You sure?
Gio Carmazzi, he was the first round draft pick Tom Brady's year. He was the one who was supposed to be what Tom Brady is. He was projected to be Giovanni Carmazzi. And then he choked.
He choked, yeah.
He choked. Too much pressure.
See?
And that's why you don't know his name today.
Fair point.
Exactly.
That's why Perez ain't here today.
He choked. He chokes.
Yeah. He's gonna get a laugh out of that. No, Perez doing his thing though, man.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I say, if you see this, he's probably gonna show up. Because that's one thing when it comes to partying, there's nobody who does it bigger than him. His whole mantra is to go big, go massive. Right now it's like if I call him out, it's like he's the type of person you can't party with two weeks in a row with. If you do, you're gonna start rethinking your life. You're gonna wonder if my priorities are on. I don't. Just like me, I don't like to see him 2 months in a row. Because I just see him for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then I'm supposed to.
What part of that was for Christmas?
We were home, just St. Thomas.
Oh, okay.
And then potentially supposed to, in February, my grandmother bought it. So I was supposed to probably go see her. And I was like, I want to see my grandmother, but I don't want to see Perez. It's too soon. It's too soon, bro. It's too soon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want to party with her right now.
Because it's
especially
still...
coming off of this bender, and then Perez sandwich is not the key.
Yeah.
No.
I'm saying it's 3 days. I don't know. I'm on the back of my neck. I'm still cold sweating. Legit. Like on the back of my neck, I still got cold sweats. It's just. It is what it is. You gotta be healthy when you do these benders too, man.
Exactly.
I am not healthy right now.
That's what I was like. This whole flight, I don't think I'm gonna get to Bali until like midnight, until like 12 in the morning. So I'll probably try to rest, sleep. get ready for what's to come. You know?
Because Bali's another spot that's kind of nice.
No, it is.
For real,
you know, it's perfect for diplomatic relations.
Yeah.
All sorts.
Yeah.
You know,
Bali's a good time for sure. You're gonna have a blast out there, man.
I've been there before, so the second time around is usually better because it's like you already familiar with the landscape. You already know where the spots is. You already know, and you know some people, and I know some people. I'm speaking like I'm not them. I know some people.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like easier to get around now. I already know how to do it. I'm not figuring shit out. So the second time around is usually better.
That's fire. I still haven't been to Bali. Still, as of today. I need to plan a trip to go there. It's just what end up happening is you go somewhere and then you realize like, damn, this spot's nice. So then you end up booking it again, and you just go to the same spot or place at least 3 or 4 times. That's what I've been subjected to, at least for me.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I need to like expand and just jump different places. Hopefully,
I mean, part of how I do it is just because diplomacy is key, right? You know, all these people I know is like be like, yo, when you pulling up again? I'd be like, maybe next month. We'll see. You know?
Isn't that lovely that they're able to like do that?
Having friends in different places, you're like, yo, dude, just hit me randomly. He's like, yo, what you got going on in the next 2 months? I was like, thanks for hitting me in advance.
Yeah. 2 months is plenty of time.
Exactly.
2
So
months
like,
is
you hit me in
plenty of
advance, I could probably make some shit. If you hit me the week before and asking me to leave the country, if it's not Costa Rica, Colombia, the Dominican, or somewhere in South America, I haven't been to Mexico. Honestly, I don't care to go to Mexico. I'm not dragging Mexico, nothing against Mexico. We love tacos, but Mexico's never been high on my list.
Okay.
So, but those South America and those places, I could go in like a week's notice probably. You know? But you talking anything that requires a flight that's 12 hours plus? Absolutely not.
Yeah, Asia.
Like, man, you best give me like a month or 2.
What was your flight on that? Your flight was a whole lot.
It was like 12 hours.
Yeah.
11 hours and 46 minutes.
Yeah.
So 12.
And to be honest, I'm not a person that's bothered by like flying and like time wise. I know you're short on time too. Your flight's at 2.
Yeah, my flight's at 2.
Like flight's at 2, it's 12:50.
So yeah, as long as I hit security at 1,
yeah,
I should be
good.
good.
Okay, so roughly get like 10 minutes, right? Which is more than enough, I think. Right? If at the end of the day it's gonna be a 20-minute podcast, it's more than enough. I'm still happy because I was able to connect with you, talk to you long term versus the 20 minutes outside of it. So it's whatever, right?
Yeah.
But was there anything insightful that you've gained from this trip?
Anything insightful?
Yeah, or something that you'd like to share with the people in regards to like just your traveling, your journey. Yeah, I mean probably the people you met, the things you've seen, the food you've tasted.
Oh, the food. I mean, honestly, what I noticed, just like I said yesterday, there's a lot of restaurants right here. You know, usually the thing in America is like, if it's not like 4 and above stars, people be like, it ain't a good restaurant. There's some that be like 3.7, 3.5, and they're great.
Yeah.
The food quality is just higher, I guess. You know, it's like when we were at the yakiniku spot, I was like, this is 3.7. I was like, it wasn't all you could eat, but I have no qualms with food. The shit was good. Yeah. You know, I was like,
I never realized that. I had no idea it was a 3.7. But regardless, it was fucking nice ass meat.
No, it was good.
The yakiniku spot, we had wagyu.
The wagyu was perfect because like
that's why it's probably not fucking all you can eat is wagyu.
Exactly. They're probably not gonna give you all you can eat.
Yeah,
that makes all the sense.
Yeah, that'd be fucking insane.
You know, who knows? Probably somebody who would probably complain about the all you can eat, and they'd be like, well, it's wagyu, and it's like, well, yakiniku is usually all you can eat. That's probably what happened. You know, some disgruntled.
Yeah.
Was. But I will say my favorite part of the trip was that the moment on the train, when the little girl was like, she wanted her father to come speak English with us.
Oh yeah, there's a little girl. Yeah.
That was my favorite part. of the trip. Little high five. She was cute. She was adorable.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was cool. Just to elaborate a little bit on that too, we was on the train. We was trying to find
We're trying to figure out where we're going. We're trying to figure out if we was on the right train.
Yeah, that part. And this gentleman came over with his daughter, and he was like, "Hey, my daughter would like for me to speak English to you guys." You know, Asian dude, Japanese dude, sorry, Nihonjin. So, and he started started talking English to us, and at the end we gave the little girl high fives and stuff like that. That was really a cool moment. That's like, it's hard to leave this place, man.
Yeah, people are so friendly.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming, you know.
Yeah.
The only thing is I realized I want to sit down. I sit down. So I mean, it's chill. It's
no
chill.
cheeks, just legs.
We're not gonna sit down.
I'm not gonna say because
we're not
no
gonna
cheeks,
elaborate on
legs.
that.
I was talking to my coworker last night. I was telling her, I was like, bro, my brother was like, yeah, he's like, you know, it takes a bunch of Japan. He's like, ain't got no cheeks out here. Like, you ain't gonna see none. Absolutely right. There's no ass out here, but you know what they do have is legs.
Whole lot
So
of
then,
legs.
yeah, so he was doing like that. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Mm-hmm. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. A lot of knees on toes, knees on toes.
Yeah, you see that a lot out here.
Yeah.
Even when it's mad cold, they out here in skirts. Legit. And it's like 40, 50, 54, 55 degrees.
I mean, it's the
That's
same
cool
thing in
to me.
America. I know there's something about the female internal heating system.
Nah,
It
ain't
works
no-
differently.
They say who's gonna get cool.
I didn't want to say that. I was trying to be a little bit more, a little less
Professional.
Yeah, a little less explicit.
Yeah, more professional.
But yeah, the more runabout females, their internal heating system usually works really well compared to the regulars. And the homebodies, you can tell. That's how you can tell if a girl's a homebody. Does she get cold outside when it's like 20 to 20 degree weather? If she ain't cold, she's not a homebody. The real homebodies, they get cold because they ain't going nowhere. They ain't used to this.
Solid point, bro. Cause shit, we was outside walking up and down 4 in the morning, cool as fuck, and there they are,
Legs.
just in a skirt walking around here, and you're like,
Legs.
what the fuck? Are you not freezing right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of hot steppers out here. That's one thing I noticed insightful. I was gonna say one thing about Japanese people. Every single day they'll wake up and put that shit on. Every single day. It's a new day to put that shit on. It don't even matter. Like from the old guys to the young guys, especially the young ones. Like everything is just whole fucking thing is a fashion state. It's a fashion show everywhere. And I was like, what the fuck? I said, y'all can't go anywhere without putting that shit on. Like everybody overdressed. Even at the airport, overdressed.
Drip down.
Yeah, I respect it.
Pet peeve though is the smoking. They love them cigarettes, boy.
I can understand that.
Yeah, right now my clothes is cooked with cigarette smoke from the clubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everything I
I
pour on smell like nothing but tobacco.
I even do some laundry this morning.
You do laundry this morning?
Yeah, I did, man.
Nice.
I didn't even go back to sleep after I see you in the morning. That's why I come back up to the room.
You such an adult, bro.
You don't say.
Yeah. Would you order this morning too? You got up to grab food.
Yeah, you have to grab food.
Yeah. And I was like, damn. Right when I was going up, I saw you. I was like,
Yeah,
and
I
then
get
I don't know
food. I
what
went to the gym. I went to the gym and walk out. I would do laundry, and then after that, I convened with Lucky, and he had to tell me, he's like, all right. The first plan was to go to Tokyo and do the Mario Kart shit, but
Yeah.
I find out I forget my international driver's license or driver's permit.
Oh,
I
so you
forget
need that.
I
in
needed
order
a
to-
physical one. I had
Yeah.
like a scanned PDF of it, but I needed a physical one, so I dropped the ball there. So then he was like, well, I guess it'll make sense to push to Tokyo, then you might as well just push the ball. So,
Do you need the physical? I thought they just know. I don't think they
Oh,
just
I mean,
needed
you
a
send-
picture of it.
nah, yeah, that's what I thought at first.
Yeah, because
we
they
sent it
asked
to
us a picture of it.
We sent it to them before we even get here, like the PDF copy of it. But I guess they still say they want you to bring them the real one.
Physical.
So I was like, I guess.
Okay. Well, I won't hold you up anymore. It's about that time, bro. You know what I mean? I'm so glad you came out and visit me. For real, for real. It was a great time. I had a lot of love. I'm glad I missed my flight so that way I could get a proper goodbye.
Yeah.
Because my flight
You
was
do
way
that
too
for
early.
me? So kind of man. What are friends for? What are friends for? You know what? As a matter of fact, yeah, I bought this for you because I know you like those.
But cold. It's not a hot one.
yeah, you like
get
hot
hot,
ones, my
but
bad.
it's cold. Yeah. I'm gonna smash it before I leave, though, probably. Nonetheless, anything you want to leave the people in with?
What I want to leave the people then with, diplomacy is key. Use your words. You know, violence is not the way. You know, so much you can do with your words. Everything starts with one word. And in Japan, what is it? Konnichiwa.
Everything starts with one word.
How do you say hello in Japan?
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
You don't know?
I don't know. Hello in I don't. Do they say hello?
I gotta look at you like everybody says hello.
I don't know. Hello. I think hello would be more like a yahoo, like yahoo.
Man, been here for 10 years. Don't know how to say hello.
I don't think it's a common word, a common phrase for them is what I'm saying. That's why I'm like
For the most
flabbergasted.
polite people in this region, is not a common phrase. They don't say hello.
No, that's the thing. Like hello isn't a common phrase. You know, like the difference in like the wording and like how it translates. Like hello isn't something like Japanese people say. They say more like yahoo, like hi.
That's hi.
Yeah.
Hi is hello. What's wrong with you?
Okay, let's go with yahoo.
Okay.
Yahoo. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure it's
Never
yahoo.
mind. Just scrap everything I was saying. Don't worry about it. I don't have anything for the people. I ain't leaving out you nothing. You know, maybe we'll have a part 2 and I can leave out you something for real.
Yeah.
You know?
Nonetheless, I like that a lot.
Next time I come back, don't worry. I gonna navigate the trains and the subway system. You know? Take that job off your hands. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
I like being a girlfriend when I go on trips, baby.
Pause.
Y'all be no pause. I'm dead serious. I like being a girlfriend. I'm gonna let you handle all the logistical shit, and then where we gonna eat, and you do all of that. I'm along for the ride, baby. You know what I mean? Nonetheless,
I feel sorry for your girl. The stress she would be under.
Love, bro.
This your departure gate, though?